Good morning, everybody. Hey, this is Darnell Critney from DC, and that was some power players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit subscribe. Leave your notification on so you won't miss DTV at its best. Now, through all my shows, I love talking about games. I love talking about fun, excitement, and all that. Sometimes I got to step out of the gaming world, excuse me, and come back into the reality world. It's only right. It's call it a matrix effect, whatever, but it's only right. Just finding out on the news this morning. Um, some people may not know this guy, but I do know one thing. He's been around for over 8 decades. What you see here in my little left-hand corner, we're talking about one of the greatest singers, songwriters of all time. We're talking about remembering Tony Bennett. What can I say about Tony Bennett? Well, for starters, he was born, if I'm looking at my little homework, he was born August 3rd, 1926, and died this morning in New York City on July 21st, today. Uh, here's my little, I take that back, it's not little. Here is my heartfelt eulogy and remembering Tony Bennett. Did a lot of songs. I mean, from what I heard, he was on the top 10 billboards for over 8 decades. He did so many great songs. I think one of my favorite songs is "I Lost My Heart in San Francisco." He sung with a lot of people. You know, even back in the days, he sung with a lot of people like Duke Ellington, Barbara Streisand, uh, Liza Minnelli, um, and just recently, maybe like a couple of years back, in a couple of minutes, I even show you that he was real tight with Lady Gaga. Tony Bennett was, when you hear him sing, it's like he has that, what's the word I'm looking for? He has that heartfelt voice. Very captivating, very motivating, very smooth, relaxed. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have any of his music or anything like that. But just the fact that I do listen to it, sometimes you get a little. For me, you get some inspiration behind it. You know, Tony Bennett is like one of the most beloved singers, songwriters of all time. And here at DCN presents Power Players, we recognize real recognize real. So on behalf of DCN Networks and Power Players, to his family, his friends, to the billions, take that back. The man been around over 8 decades. Billions, I take that back to over the trillions. Man of that caliber, I think he deserved more than billions. To the trillions of fans around the world. My heart, my prayers, my respect goes out again to your family, to your friends, to your loved ones, to the trillions of fans that adore his music from the past, present, future, and beyond. I just want to say thank you. We love you. We miss you. And right now, the way I see it, God still got God got another heaven. He got another guy up there in heaven. He has another angel up in heaven right now. That's what I was trying to say. And you and then you got to think he died of Alzheimer's. New York at home, and he died at the age of 96 years old from August 3rd, 1926. Keep in mind, that's less than what, maybe less than a couple of weeks from now. To now, 96 years old, age of that age, you know, to me, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, that ain't nothing but God, man. And I look at how some of these people believe it now, but to live to see 96, that's almost 100 years old. I'll say this in front of the world. That ain't nothing but God. If you live now to make it to see 60, you did something right. And I'll say this to the viewers, to the fans, to the millions around the world. I'm pretty sure everybody loved him, but in the end, God loved him more than us. God loved him more than me. God loved him more than his family. And I'm pretty sure, about 1,000% sure, he's an angel right now. I already know he's automatically up there with God. I cannot explain it any better. He's up there. I'm pretty sure he has a special VIP place up there with him right now as we speak. All right. So I just want to get that out. But always fascinated by his music. I think for me, when I first started listening to him, because you got to think 1926, I was born in 65. I think I didn't start listening to him till like when I was a kid. Maybe I didn't realize him because he was always singing a lot of Christmas carols and all that stuff, which is cool, I really didn't start recognizing this guy until probably when I was like in my teens. I say maybe like when I was like 13 or 14. That's when I started to recognize him. But that's how I want to remember Tony Bennett. Now I got a couple of other pictures which I think is cool that I want to remember him as. That just happened to be one of my favorites. Okay, I have another one. Just give me a second. All right. I think this is a picture of him when he was younger. My guess is on this picture right here, he looks a little bit younger. I say he got to be. I'm usually fair on when it comes down to ages. I'll say like in his mid. I'm gonna say like in his mid 30s. I'm gonna go with mid 30s on that one. Between late 30s and between the late 20s, mid 30s. But I'm gonna go with mid 30s. I'm gonna say like maybe 30. I'm gonna say 37. That's just my ballpark figure. All right. I have another picture of him. All of them is my favorite, but this one I definitely love. This is him right now with Lady Gaga. And again, shout out goes out to Lady Gaga, her fans, her friends around the world. I love Lady Gaga. I love Tony Bennett. And I remember they did a little duet maybe a couple of years back, and I saw a couple of commercials on it, and they got this incredible, amazing chemistry. When you got old school collaborated with new school, and the songs they made together, it was just, man, mind blowing, fascinating. So again, I just want to give my shout outs right now. You're gonna be loved, you're gonna be missed. You is truly an American treasure, an icon, a legend. Your name will be carved throughout the course of life, time, and beyond. And I mean that sincerely. So when I hear your songs, especially around Christmas time, it's just something about this guy. He gives you that good feeling, man, on anything. And there's not one song that nobody didn't like. And one thing, that I notice about him every time he sings, he smiles. I never even, to be honest with you, I never even see the guy even get upset, but he definitely smiles. Always stay positive, always stay focused. Every song he does, he smiles. Every time he speaks, he smiles. You know, the man stays happy, you know, and what can you say? This is Tony Bennett. This is an American icon. This is an American, you know, eight decades. Keep in mind, he got a birthday coming up soon. What, August 3rd? And he just died today? That's, whew. I'll tell anybody, man, you know, life is the greatest magic, the greatest gift of all. But how you use your magic, how you use that gift, use it respectfully. Because if not, hey man, we all be gone tomorrow. So I tell anybody, don't take life for granted. Take it respectfully. Take it, you know, not so much with a grain of salt, but take it to heart. You know, and when I see this guy, I'm like, man, I'll be lucky. Like I said, I'll be 58 come December. But to live to see 96 years old in what, 19? Let me check my records. 1926? 8 decades? That's so long. I guess what I'm saying is, that ain't nothing but God. If you live to see 3 decades, that ain't nothing but God. If you live to see a decade, nothing but God. But to live 8 decades, 8, 1926, the world just, it's still, at that era of time, the world was still young. The world was still young. The world wasn't, guess what I'm saying? The world wasn't contaminated like it is now. I'm pretty sure it was a little screwy back then, but not as bad as it is now. Not trying to change the subject, but we're talking about 8. You live to see 8 decades. Prince Unique, shout out goes out to the Unique one. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, my party is open up right now. My party's open up to 4, so Prince, if you want to come in, rap with me for a couple of minutes, that's fine. I'm talking about remembering Tony Bennett. Immediately follow, I'll give up updates and shout outs. So just to let you know right now, to the Unique one, Prince Unique, come to my party right now. I ain't got to be at work for another few more moments, so I'm just doing this. Shout out goes out to HM Lee's. Hi, yeah, I'm doing a eulogy right now on remembering Tony Bennett. As you can see in this corner right there, you got him and Lady Gaga. Alright, I got other pictures too. I'm gonna show a couple more other pictures, but that's how I want to remember him as this. I want to remember him as, this is how he looked back in the days when he was real young. I'm gonna say again, maybe in his late 30s. That's what I'm guessing. And I have one more. This is how I want to remember him now. That's pretty much how he looks now. That's how I want to remember him. Okay, but for now, just to bring everybody up to speed, we're gonna leave him and Lady Gaga. Yeah, man, the man was. Let me check my records. The man was born August 3rd, 1926. He died this morning in New York City at the age of 96 years old, and he died of Alzheimer's disease. And that is rare in some senior citizens. But you got to understand, at 96 years old, the man lived over 8 decades. That's a hell of a time. I'll tell anybody, man, if you live to see a decade, you did something right in your life. If you live to see 2, you gotta be, and I'll tell anybody, you gotta be something. You gotta be one special human being. But to live to see 8 decades of music and dedication, and here's the killer part about this guy, the little research I've done. Every song he did in over 8 decades, he was #1 on the chart. On everything. everything. The man never made a song that was lame. You know, and I'm not trying to praise the guy, no, but in this case I am, because it is his eulogy, but you know, so I gotta respect that. But look at all the accomplishments he does. You know, and that means a lot. You know, so I tell anybody, you know, that's huge. You know, that is extremely huge. You know, so again, my deepest humble respect to his family, to his friends, to the billions around the world. Thank you, Tony Bennett. And thank you, Lady Gaga, for just, you know, just inspiring him to go even further. To me, that means a lot. Okay, so we are going to do this, and then we're going to go to thank you, thank you, thank you. And by all means, before I end my show, please leave in comments on how you feel on how Tony Bennett inspired your life, like he inspired mine, like he inspired the world. So again, I'm just gonna leave that picture up there for a few more minutes, and then we gonna change the topic to something else. So again, to his family, to the trillions, I'm not gonna say billions. He deserved more than just billions of fans around the world. I'm gonna go further than that. To the trillions of fans around the world, including myself, Mr. Tony Bennett, to his family, to everyone, thank you. Tony, we love you. We miss you. I already know off the back of my mind, I already know for certain you up there with God. I'm pretty sure you got a little VIP session waiting for you. I'm pretty sure of that. That's a guarantee. So may you rest in peace. You know, your memories, your love, and your inspirational music will be embodied with us forever and beyond. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to other topics. Okay, now that I have my eulogy out the way as far as Tony Bennett, please leave in the comments. Right now, the Spotty 09 show is at 342 subscribers. So to all my 342 subscribers, thank you so very much. But the quest still continues. Right now, I saw this last night. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. Here's my theory on that. First of all, let's give a shout out to Cruise Control himself, Tom Cruise. Saw it last night. I've seen every Mission Impossible movie, and I like all of them. My favorite ones, in fact, I got two favorite ones. One, the first one. The first one's gonna always be the best one. The second one I like is Ghost Protocol. This one, no, I take that back. I got a third one, Fallout. So you got the first Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, Fallout. Not a fan, I understand. But me, I'm kind of a fan. Here's the reason why I'm a fan of Tom Cruise. One, not only he's a good actor, you know, I mean, he's been around for a hot minute too. I mean, I've seen all his movies, you know. I think as far as my favorite movies other than the Mission Impossible franchise, I like Top Gun 2, Maverick, both good. Interview with the Vampire, Jerry Maguire. Okay, what else? He done a lot of movies, man. He done a lot of movies. Minority Report, but anything that's Mission Impossible, I say that for a reason, because of two reasons actually. One, he's a good actor. You know, even back in the days when he did Risky Business and he slid his ass across the floor with a long shirt on, got the sunglasses on, dancing like a damn fool in the living room. I grew up watching all that, but that's one of the reasons why I like him, because he's a hell of an actor. You know, nickname. That's why I gave him the nickname Cruise Control. I'm pretty sure he already has that nickname. But in any case, that's one. Two, Tom Cruise. You got some actors that do their own stunt. You know, for example, Jackie Chan, he does his own stunts, especially when he does a lot of fight choreography. Bruce Lee does his own stunts. God rest the late great Bruce Lee. These guys do their own stunts as far as fight choreography and a little extra. Tom, on the other hand, he's the only one, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure you got others that's doing it besides him, but at the same time, not as long as he has. He's the only one that actually does his own damn stunts. Okay? And when I saw at yesterday, went to the movies, had a nice little crowd, nothing big, say less than under 30 people. Don't want to spoil it, but when you see the commercial where he jumps off the fucking damn cliff with the damn motorcycle, that is the best damnest stunt I've ever seen. The man, you know, the son of a bitch rock climbs, he dangling off of helicopters, but out of all the stunts he pulled, that there, and I'm not a thrill seeker, you know, I do like shit that excite me sometimes, but that there, I put it like this, you know, besides the action, the suspense, the storyline, he's good. But I think what makes this guy incredible from my perspective, the stunts he pulled, that's all him. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the Easter eggs, all that shit in the damn movie. He's actually doing his own stunts. So again, shout out goes out to Tom Cruise, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, and everybody else. Yeah, it's CGI. Yes, it all depends on how you look at it. Some parts is CGI, but if you look at the behind the scenes, he's doing that shit. I think it was one movie. No, what's that movie? Fallout. I saw the behind the scenes of Fallout. Not trying to change the subject. When the plane goes up in the air and he's holding on like the edge of the door, trying to get his ass in the plane before it flies away like it's supposed to. That was actually a real stunt. That was actually a real stunt. Now, CGI, that's good if you're doing some of the crash scenes and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a little bit of cheating with the CGI, but I tell anybody, if you get these movies like I got, like certain movies have like the special edition ones, like behind the scenes. Look at the behind the scenes. I got the Mission Impossible Fallout. I think I got the Steelbook collection, and they got the behind the scenes. This guy is actually not knocking Stallone. Not knocking Stallone. I was about to get to Stallone. Not knocking Stallone. Okay. Not knocking him. Even though, I will admit, you got me there. Stallone had been around longer than Tom. But if you notice now, which reminds me, I'm gonna bring that topic up too. Yes, they're coming out with an Expendable 4. Yep, it's coming out this fall. Seen a trailer for it. Again, shout out goes out to Sly Stallone, Jason Statham, and the rest of the cast that's gonna be in Expendable 4, and which I'm gonna bring that topic up in a minute. But long story short, I ain't knocking Tom. If you really think about it, both good. I'm not gonna lie. Both been around longer. I'm not gonna lie. But if you really think about it, not dishing Sly though. I love Sly. I grew up watching Sly. Not dishing Tom. But, you know, if I had to choose, they both would draw. But lately, I gotta admit, man, I haven't seen a lot of Tom Cruise. I have. You know, got respect for both of these guys. They both amazing, you know, both in their own peers, both in their own prime. But I'm just calling it from the way I see it. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But lately, I could be wrong. Then again, Sly might just pull a rabbit out of his ass, with all due respect, and I mean no harm intentionally. He might pull something in Expendable 4. as far as stunts. So again, I'm not a stunt fanatic. I'm not that thrill seeker kind of guy. But I will say I gotta go with Tom so far. The score is kind of a little even for now. Tom Martin 420, how you been, fam? Shout out goes out to Tom Martin. I've been doing fine, brother. And when you get the chance, sub to the show. Again, shout out goes out to Tom Martin. So, but in any case, scale of 1 to 10, because I have seen all the Mission Impossibles, I gotta give this movie, from what I've seen so far, because this is Dead Reckoning. I'll blow it up again. This is Dead. Thank you so much. Again, shout out goes out to Tom Martin 420. Respect to you and your fam as well. Scale to 1 to 10. I gotta give it a 10. So far from what I've seen. Because if this is Dead Reckoning Part 1, I can't wait for Part 2 to come out. So we're gonna see. But yeah, man. I gotta give it to him so far. He gets a 10 on this one. Is this a movie that I would, again, love and blessings to you and your family? Tom Martin 420. You get the chance, sub to the show, hit me a like. I will personally give you a shout out live on the Spotty O'Nash show. So, but long story short, Tom, now how much it made at the box office, I don't know. But so far, yeah, man, he's blowing up, man. In fact, he was on TV a while back. He went to some of his own, I think it was in California somewhere. He went to some of his own screenings of the movie, and everybody was just, he doing surprise visits in California and meeting the fans on his own premieres and all that. That's cool. To not only go see the movie, but get a surprise visit from Tom, and he meet and greet the fans and tell everybody enjoy the movie. That's respect. He gets my respect on that. So not too many actors have done that lately, but because of him, that's the reason why I like Cruise Control. So if you haven't seen Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, go see it right now. Next on my list, I gotta get this off my chest right now. Barbie. First of all, let's get one thing straight. You got Margot Robbie as Barbie. Now, not trying to make a whole history of this, I will say this. Barbie has been around God knows how long. And for her to finally make her live action movie, I will say this. For myself, I would not see this movie by myself. Let's get that out the way right now. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Barbie is more of a chick flick movie. I guess what I'm saying is, because guys, we gotta suffer too. Sometimes, if a girl want to go see a movie, depends on what it is. We call that date night. We call that movie night. With me, I'm a little of the opposite. We take turns. Sometimes she'll go see a movie I want to see, and vice versa. Now, let's just say, for instance, if my girl want to go see Barbie, I'm not saying I'm not a fan of her or nothing like that. I will go see it because of my girl. If it's a date night movie, a chick flick movie, this is what they into. You want to keep your damn girl. My advice, if she's into Barbie, take her to go see Barbie. Okay. Now, as far as the actress who played Barbie, I gotta admit, Margot Robbie. Y'all seen her before. She plays Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad and in a couple other movies as well. For her to, to play the role of Barbie, and then you got Ryan Gosling as Ken. Believe it or not, this movie, I hate to say it, it's blowing up. It's blowing up. I know, because yesterday, when I went to the movies, I'm looking at, I'm going to go see Dead Reckoning, and I'm seeing like there's so many damn females, and I'm like, damn, I ain't hating, because, man, if it's a chick flick, and I'm telling you, some of you guys are single, and especially if you're going to the movies, you're going to see more women at the movies, especially if it's a chick flick. And some of these chicks in there are single, but I digress. I got a woman, I love her. But in any case, I have not seen Barbie, but I would say this. If it was a date night, my girl want to go see it, I'll take her to go see it. You know, I would take her to go see it. But so far, next to Dead Reckoning, next to Oppenheimer, these are like the three biggest blockbuster movies right now. You know, as a matter of fact, Barbie just released today, and much love goes out to you, Tom Martin. And this is what's going on. So I guess what I'm saying is, fellas, you got a girl, she's into Barbie, or me. I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't in it. I mean, even though Barbie been around for years, even though Barbie been around since since I was born or whatever, I ain't into it. I ain't into Barbie. I ain't even ever own a Ken doll. I wish my mama would have got me a Ken doll. I ain't got nothing against it, just that ain't me. I mean, because I'm pretty sure from the time she was out to now, I'm pretty sure every damn girl had a Barbie doll. Every damn girl. Okay. As far as my little sister, I don't even think she had one. I never had a Ken doll, none of that. I'm old school. I grew up on Transformers, G.I. Joe, Voltron, GoBots, shit like that. I was on that level, especially Voltron. With the cars and lines and all that other shit. Speed racing, I was on that. Johnny Sock on this fine road, but I was on that. Tranzor Z, I was on that. Jason the Real Warriors. Not trying to change the subject, but I was on that. But not trying to repeat myself, but I would say this: if you got a female and she's into Barbie, and she asks you to go with her to go see this chick flick, and you want to keep your damn girl, regardless of what the situation may be, here's my advice: take her to go see it. Suffer it, whatever you got to do, take her to go see it. That's all I got to say. If you got kids, especially if you got daughters, nieces, whatever, take them to go see it. Because when I went yesterday, there were more females at the show yesterday that I haven't seen it within the last 4-6 years. Take them to go see Barbie. As far as myself, no, I ain't going. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna tell the world I'm a man up. I'm not seeing this. I'm not gonna go see this movie by myself. I'll take my girl, or she asks, cool. Me, no, sorry, it doesn't fit me. It doesn't. Unless I'm with my girl, that answer is no. If somebody say Spidey 09 is you gonna go see Barbie, with all due respect, I think the movie's cool, but to tell you the truth, no. Unless I'm with my woman, cool. Other than that, hell no. I think unless I don't think my goddaughter's into Barbie. I think she's more into the Brat Girls or something like that. I don't think she's into Barbie. If she asks me, I'll swallow the bullet if she asks me. But other than that, that answer, no. I'm sorry. Good movie, but not for me. Just to let you know. All right. What else is on the list? What else is on the list? And then I have another picture as a comparison. This is a comparison. You got Margot Robbie on the left, you got Barbie on the right. Just a little comparison, just to let everybody know. So for her to play and to portray Barbie, yeah, they picked the right one. They in fact they got the right one. Just to let everybody know. All right. We're gonna do one more. So, take your girl to go see it. I'm just telling you guys. I'm just giving you my advice. I'm not the love doctor or anything, but I'm just saying, take my advice. All right. Haven't seen Indiana Jones yet. I might go see that next week, but what I do want to go see, and it's coming up soon, Kraven the Hunter. I've seen the trailer for this. Badass. And for those who don't know who that guy is, that is Aaron Taylor Johnson. Again, you probably recognize him in the movies as far as Kick-Ass 1, Kick-Ass 2, Bullet Train, Godzilla. The list goes on and on. In fact, he was in the Marvel Cinematic Movie universe twice when he played Quicksilver in Avengers Age of Ultron. He also played in this right now, Kraven the Hunter. So once this come out, I will give everybody my previews on Kraven the Hunter. Give me 30 seconds. I just want to check the time right quick, and I'll be right back. So I'll show you guys a comparison picture. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Picture me trolling, can't comment. Okay. I don't see why you can't. This is Aaron. This is can't comment. Lots of love. Okay, fine. You know, that's I leave that up to you. Shout out goes up to Picture Me Trolling. This is Aaron Taylor Johnson. Now, you know, you grew the beard for the part, and this is Kraven the Hunter. And for those who don't know who Kraven the Hunter is, he's part of Marvel Comics, and now he's going to be the newest addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Kraven the Hunter is like, he's a predator. You know, he's the ultimate predator, ultimate hunter, and his ability, he knows how to, you know, he does. The name is forsake. It speaks for itself. He's a predator. He's a hunter. He's a master of setting up traps. Excellent fighting skills, but he has the ability. He has like these animal-like instincts that makes him the perfect hunter, the perfect killing machine. And his biggest prey right now, if you read the comics, if you see some of the Spider-Man cartoons and series, his next biggest prize and trophy, he wants to go after Spider-Man. Okay, I don't know if that's going to be that within this movie, but I have seen the trailer for it. It looks amazing. It looks great. It comes out this fall. So for him to take on the role of Kraven the Hunter, it's only right. It's only right. Well, I see it. If it's a Marvel movie, yes. Now, as far as the release date, I think it comes out in August, somewhere in mid-August. I'll keep everybody informed on that. Let's see. And then you got Indiana Jones. That's out right now. Again, shout out goes out to Harrison Ford. Haven't seen it yet. I have heard a lot of good reviews. So chances are I'm going to go see The Dial of Destiny next week. As a matter of fact, I would have started yesterday, you know, and they did had a viewing of it, but it was too late. I wasn't about to watch the 9 o'clock viewing, knowing I got to be at work today. So, I mean, I wasn't going to stay last night and be like, oh man, now I got to go home and get a few hours of sleep and be up now to do all this. So, I would definitely go see Indiana Jones next week. All right. And I give you my updates on that. We talked about movies. Let's talk about games. Before I talk about Mortal Kombat, let's talk about this game right quick. If you haven't got this game, get this game right now. AEW Fight Forever. Okay, that's on all major formats. On the 5, on the Xbox Series. I think in fact it's coming soon to the Switch. I was gonna get it for the Switch, but I'm like, nah, I'd rather get it for this. Right now, it's a good game. I mean, it's a very good game. And again, shout out goes out to the AEW Corporation, the AEW Network, the AEW Foundation, Tony Khan, to the whole staff of AEW, as far as the all the wrestlers, all the divas, you name it, to all the champs over there. Thank you so very, very much. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this game a 9. Other than that, if you haven't got it, get it. Which reminds me to let everybody know, next month, Spotty 09 show, PlayStation Network, my PlayStation subscription is about to expire. So I won't be doing no online gaming, but don't worry. Hopefully between now and September, I will be back online. And the reason why I want to be back online between now and September, because of this game right here. Mortal Kombat 1. It's coming out real soon. I've already put a down payment on my game. I got a few more bucks left before I pay the game off. So chances are I'll probably have my game paid off by the end of August. That's a guarantee. I'm definitely going to pay that off. I've seen the trailer. I've seen the behind the scenes. Let me give out shout outs right quick. For starters, shout out goes out to NetherRealm Studios here in Chicago, to the Mad Titan, the fucking genius. If you got younger viewers, get them out the room. This is more of an adult gaming show. To the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon. All right, so what they did as far as in this game, if you have Mortal Kombat 11, you know, as of right now, everybody knows Liu Kang is the god of Earthrealm. He embodies the powers of fire and lightning and all that stuff. So in other words, he has his powers with Raiden's powers combined, and they kind of like altered the timeline. In other words, they did like a Back to the Future kind of thing. So I've seen this game. I've seen the trailer of it. I've seen some of the behind the scenes. It looks amazing. Now, one thing that got me interested about this game, for the first time, you have cameo fighters. Now, I don't know how that works, but I will get in a little further detail on that after I get the game. Oh, and I'm gonna do a gameplay exclusive on Mortal Kombat once it comes out. So when I mean by exclusive, that means I'm gonna be doing gameplay every time, all the way up to Halloween, on Mortal Kombat, just to let everybody know. So you don't want to miss it. I can't wait to get it. It looks great. It looks amazing. You know, I love fighting games, so I got enough to hold me over for now. I got AEW Fight Forever to hold me over. I'm still playing WWE 2K 2023. That's holding me over. And then I got Street Fighter 6. That's holding me over. So and then you got Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I got more than enough to hold me over. And that's the thing, because if you get too many games, it's going to be kind of hard to get caught up. So I got like 4 or 5 games that's going to hold me over until I get Mortal Kombat 1. And leave in the comments, tell me if you guys are going to get the game. Is y'all going to get it for the 5? Y'all going to get it for the 4? Or whatever system. Let me know. Then later, once I get back online, we can team up or whatever. But it looks good. It looks real good. The fighting style, it looks good. The graphics is fucking amazing. You know, so again, shout out to NetherRealm Studios. Shout out goes out to the WB Interactive Studios. Shout out goes out to the Mad Titan, the genius of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon. And for those who may not know, he also played the voice of Scorpion back in the days. So yeah. So we're going to get rid of that. But when y'all get it, let me know so we can team up. Alright. Do I got one more picture to show? No, that is about it. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, with that, the robot buddy, we'll finally go on break. Thank you so very much. And let me go and give out my final shout out so I can end my show right now. Again, to the president of DCN Networks and Power Players, Sean the Genius Harris. Keep in mind, we team up Tuesday. Shout out goes out to you. To his sister April. Shout out goes out to you. To my god baby Sarah. Shout out goes out to you. To everybody in the Harris headquarters on the south side of Chicago. Shout out goes out to you guys. To Dion, dude, I know you got the third on lock. I'm not worried. If I was worried, you'll tell me or I'll tell you. But other than that, it's on lock. I know you got my old neighborhood on lock. Just to let you know, shout out goes out to you. Just Saturday watching. I don't know if I'm gonna do a show Saturday because keep in mind HMLEs. A lot of people kept asking me. Not trying to change the subject because I want to get my shout outs out the way before I go to work. Everybody kept saying me a few times, Spidey, or Darnell, or the Godfather video games, or those names that I pretty much have on my own. Is you gonna do weekend shows? I would love to do weekend shows, but because the kind of work I do, and when you do security, it's hard getting weekends off. Long story short, it is. But I would say this: if I catch wind, as far as if I can get Fridays and Saturdays back off, I will let everybody know. Lord knows, I miss my Happy Time Friday show. Minus today, I have to do a little eulogy on Tony Bennett. That's the only reason. But I do miss those shows. I miss my famous shout out Saturdays and update show. Sometimes I miss my Family Time Sunday show. So long story short, when you do the kind of work I do, it's hard getting weekends off. That's why I do my shows on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Now, however, because you sub to the show, I do my weekend shows at random. So if you want to catch me on weekends at random, when you sub to my show, you're going to see this little bell icon. Click on that, and it's going to have all these options on it. It might have maybe 3 or 4 options on there. Click on the bell that says all. When you click on that, that means you won't miss any of my shows, whether if it's the middle of the week or if my shows is at random. You won't miss any of that. Because some people, sometimes they're not aware of that. That's why I'm explaining it to my viewers and my subscribers right now. If you want to catch my shows, even at random, click on the sub button of my show, select all. That way, you won't miss a thing. And it's not your fault. It ain't nobody's fault because I had to go through it myself. All right. So, but I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you're one of the few supporters of the show. Thank you so much. And I want to get back to shout outs. So again, shout out to Sean and them. To my West Side family, the Redmond, shout out goes out to you guys as well. To my immediate family, the Crittens and Colognes, shout out goes out to you guys. Who else? To the love of my life, excuse me, Demetri Gann Johnson, the future Mrs. Crittenden. To everybody out in Gary and Hobart, Indiana. To my future 11 grandkids, they're like my greatest treasures in the world. Shout out goes out to you guys. To my in-laws out there, we gonna work something. We gonna work out something. Shout out goes out to you guys as well. To everybody at North and Sheffield Commons, Officer D, that's why I'm in uniform right now. We'll be there later on this afternoon to protect the mall from the forces of evil and all that other cool shit. Shout out goes out to you guys as well. Right now, HMLE, I want you to tell everybody else about the show because I did some research on how to get my silver play button from YouTube. To do that, I gotta have over 100,000 subscribers to get my silver play button trophy plaque. Once you get over 1 million, you get the gold. That is important to me, and I'm trying my best, and it's not easy because, again, I work during the week. But if I can get that, I ain't got nothing on my walls, man. I got one little picture back there. I ain't got nothing on my walls. If I can get that play button, that silver one that from YouTube, I'll put it next to my picture right there. And what that does, that opens a lot of doors for me. That opens a lot of doors for me. Y'all showing the support back. I show it back in return. Who knows? I might start giving little giveaways every 6 months. Who knows? Somebody might get a new release copy of Street Fighter 6. Somebody might get a new release copy of AEW Fight Forever. Somebody might get a new release copy of Mortal Kombat 1. But to do that, I gotta have more subscribers. In order for me to do that, I gotta get that play button. Once I get that, I can make everything I've said happen. It's going to take time, but it can happen. And I'll tell anybody, I've been saying this for years. I'm just the name, the face. I just paid the internet bill yesterday. The 80% are you guys. Because if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't have no reason to be in front of this camera, just to let you know. So again, HML leads, as soon, if anything changes up, you will be the first to know. I will tell you personally, you'll be the first to know. And I want to give our other last final shout outs to the dangerous one himself, DDG, Dangerous Danny Garcia. To my other brother, Alex the Lone Wolf Thorne. Shout out goes out to you. Love Thorne Theater. When I get the chance, I'm going to see it. I've been busy. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been busy. But as soon as I get the chance, I'm going to update myself and see what you got new as far as Thorne Theater. I know the last thing I saw, you left some comments on the Boogeyman. Very interesting. We get the chance, we're going to talk about that. But again, shout out goes out to the Lone Wolf himself, Alex the Lone Wolf Thorne. Who else I need to give a shout out to Vicky Richmond. Shout out goes out to you. Who else? And they some followers on my Facebook page, and now they're trying to follow the show. To my newest follower, Misty Blue. Shout out goes out to you. To another follower of mine, Sarah J. Shout out goes out to you. Who else I needed to give a shout out to? It was somebody else. To Larry Leonard. I get things done, man. I get things done. And I was supposed to do a show. I'm about to wrap this show up. I was supposed to do a show Tuesday. I would have done a show Tuesday morning. And I apologize for if anybody wanted to tune in and y'all couldn't tune in. I was having problems with PlayStation Network. Long story short, it was password issues. Contacted these guys. I was on the phone for over an hour. Got the password issues resolved. So I'm back online. Now, keep in mind, the membership is going to end up soon. Now, you guys can still talk to me online in the playroom, but as far as online gaming, as far as the show, it's going to be temporarily. I'm going to be temporarily off. So I don't want guys saying, we can't find you, we can't contact you. No, it's not that. It's just I gotta hurry up and pay the damn thing to keep it going. That's all that is. So but here's my username on PlayStation. That is my username on PlayStation. It's pronounced SPYD_09. Put that in and send me as a friend request. Now, if you can't get in, and chances are my options might be blocked, leaving a comment in on this show, or my PlayStation inbox or whatever, and then when I see it, I'll try to unlock everything so everybody can get logged in and do the damn thing. Well, that's about it. I've said more than enough. I'm about to wrap this show up. Excuse me. In 3, 2, 1. You too. I told you, man, you can come into the party while I'm about to end the show. It's cool. It's cool. And when you hear that music, that means my remembering Tony Bennett and my Friday morning update show has come to a closure and its final destination. Well, that's it. In a minute, I'm about to get ready to go to the slave pit, try to rest up for another 15, 20 minutes and do the damn thing. And it's going to be good this week. I know next week here in Chicago it's going to be in the 90s. I'm like, I got to wear all black. This is going to be one tough week. It's going to be a good weekend for me this week, but next week it's going to be one tough, terrible week. Doing it for 17 years. It's a job. Somebody got to get paid. The money ain't going to make itself. Got to do what I got to do. Well, I'm about to end my show. I'll see everybody next week, and please get the word out. Let everybody know about the show. Tell everybody. Tell family. Tell friends. Tell your neighbor next door. Tell the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. I don't care who you tell. Tell the mailman. Whoever. I don't care, man. I don't give a damn who you tell. Let them know about the show, man. Let them know what we on. And we go from there. This is Darnell Crittenden from DCN Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing the games. I'll talk to you later and later. Almost forgot. She'll shoot me in the face, and I do kind of miss her. To my play sister, Wednesday, and my niece Heaven. Miss you guys. Get the chance. Hit me up. Sis, hit me up. We got to talk. And we go from there. And if I miss anybody, leave it in the comments. And I'll see everybody soon. I'll talk to everybody later. You in Chicago, stay cool, handle your business. And, from Chicago to the world, long story short, put them damn guns down. I'll see everybody. Y'all take care. Peace. Until next time, Chicago. Until next time, the world. This is Darnell Crittenden from DCN Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later. And later, I'll see everybody next time on the wild side. I'm out of here. Peace.